Good morning. Namaste. Happy Easter, everyone. Today is our final day in the Lenten journey. As I mentioned, be on the lookout tomorrow for us to go into the journey to our inner Mecca. We're actually in the middle of it right now. Today is day 16 in that. So tomorrow will be day 17, and I will share a little video segment like I've been doing for the Lenten journey, but immersing ourselves in the attributes and the names of God. So that'll be really cool. So we'll start that tomorrow. When I say start that, you understand, I mean that you'll be tuning in to where we are in that journey, which is, as I said, tomorrow, day 17. So what a beautiful Lenten journey we've had. Wow, wow, wow. Just wow, really, seriously. I have thoroughly grown and enjoyed it. So thank you. Thank you for the practice. Today is Easter Sunday, and in the Christian tradition, we celebrate and remember the resurrection of Jesus. And, you know, I always like to quote and refer to Eckhart Tolle, because Eckhart Tolle wrote this book, this amazing book that's, if you haven't read it or listened to it on audio, you gotta get your hands on it. It's called The Third Jesus. And so the first, there's three Jesuses, right? The first one is the historical Jesus, the actual man, the incarnation of God that walked the earth. Historically, we know that there's two different historians over the years, ancient historians that actually have noted that there was an individual who had been baptized, who had been crucified, who was in Jerusalem at the time, but there's no concrete, okay, this is exactly line up all of the stuff from the Gospels and go, oh yeah, there's the archaeological evidence. There was this wonderful series that CNN had called Faith, Forgery, and Facts, Faith, and Forgery, or Facts, Forgery, and Faith, something like that. And it was really remarkable, because there was so much politics going on and all of this stuff in that history that was going on at the time, especially after 300 AD, when Constantine the emperor decided that he was going to formalize this Christian religion and put it under his authority. And as a result of that, and all of the things that happened after that, there was all this fighting around relics and different things like that. So there was a lot of selling things on the black market. There was a lot of collectors. There was a lot of stuff like that. So which makes the historical and archaeological theories difficult. And so what you always know about the historical Jesus is that sure, could be, probably, maybe so, right? But it always comes back to then that faith. Okay, so we'll leave that there. That's the first Jesus. The second Jesus is the Jesus that's been constructed. So if Jesus knew that what his teachings would eventually look like down the road, he might go, I'm out. No, that's not what I had in mind, kind of thing, at all. But remember that organized religion and religious beliefs, they get very tied up into culture, tradition, language, what's the politics of the time, who's the audience, all of that. So that's the second Jesus is the Jesus that's been constructed. The third Jesus is the Christ consciousness. The third Jesus is the real Jesus, the Jesus that we understand and immerse ourselves in his radical teachings, the radical teachings of love and forgiveness. They're radical and easier said than done sometimes. Easier said than done. The application is the lesson. The application is the practice. So bridging the gap between the theory of Jesus and Jesus's teaching and practice, well, we get a chance to practice every day. We get a chance to be in the resurrection consciousness, shift our consciousness, shift our awareness, see with spirit vision, elevate. You know how Jesus is elevated on the cross. We elevate our consciousness, elevate our minds. we open up our hearts to receive the grace of the resurrection. So we pray today, thank you. We have nothing but gratitude and thanks for all that you've given us. Thank you for this Lenten journey. Thank you for all of those who have been with me in this journey. Bless them and their families, especially on this day of light, of consciousness, of awareness, of enlightenment. This is resurrection consciousness, to remember absolute reality and be in the world, but not of the world. Namaste. Happy Easter.